What is going on, Arizona sports fan family? How are we doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon where we're 2 days away from the Arizona Cardinals picking 16th overall in the NFL draft? I am absolutely super excited about the Arizona Cardinals, man, about to be on the clock. Well, we're probably going to have to wait a good amount of time for the Arizona Cardinals, being that we are midway into the first round. Number 16, anything can happen. I'm absolutely super stoked about hosting the draft party that we have going on for the Arizona Cardinals for the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Super excited, guys. But today, we want to talk about everything NFL draft, predictions, what you think the Arizona Cardinals are going to do, what you want the Arizona Cardinals to do. We're going to go ahead and dive into everything Arizona Cardinals today. So shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Big shout out to everybody that's in here. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Just before I get started, let me go ahead and give just big shout outs here to Goal Line, David, Lennon Wolf, the AZ Sports Fan. We had Jordan P up in the house, Jason. Let's get this going, guys. I'm absolutely super excited about this. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. So 2 days from now, we do have the Arizona Cardinals going on the clock, and we are going to pick 16th overall in the NFL draft. Now, we can go ahead and go back and forth who we want in terms of mock drafts. You're doing this wrong. You're doing everything completely wrong. But it's all going to come down to fruition when 48 hours from now, when we see the Arizona Cardinals or draft night coming through. And I'm absolutely super excited about it, guys. I'm absolutely super excited about the draft and everything like that. So I want to talk about first the latest rumors and everything that we've been hearing on not only latest rumors, not only that we've been hearing on national TV, but everything that's currently on the internet as well. I want to go ahead and say that there was big rumors out there that Zaven Collins might be the guy. Now, if you didn't watch my video, I'm not 100% for this. I'm really not. I don't mind the guy. I really don't. I just feel like 16 is too high for him to go. In my personal opinion here. So that's kind of where I stand in the whole situation. Like, yes, I would like Zaven Collins, but I feel like if they do want him, I would rather them trade back and then get him in the later rounds and try to recoup a third, trying to recoup a fourth, something like that. But that's the rumor out there, man. I didn't make it up. Obviously, I I come here to bring the latest rumors that are currently out to you guys and see how you guys feel in the whole situation. Now, when I first heard of this news, I was like, I don't know. It's not splashy. It's not flashy. I want to see either a cornerback. I know guard is not flashy or anything like that, but I would actually prefer a guard as well, or even a wide receiver. Let me get to this quick shout out here from Red Sea. $5 donation says no Kyle Pitts. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for the $5 donation. Appreciate that. So we're going to dive into everything today, man. I know a lot of people are super high on Kyle Pitts. They really want Kyle Pitts. And I'm one of those guys where I kind of feel I don't mind Kyle Pitts. I really don't. I really do like him as a player. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I don't think he's going to be the guy, especially with these latest rumors that are currently going around right now. If you haven't heard the rumors about Julio Jones possibly might getting traded from the Atlanta Falcons, yeah, if you didn't know that, yeah, the possibility of Julio Jones might get traded away. That's absolutely nuts. So that kind of leads me to believe that the Falcons are either going to go for another big-time bodied, playmaker out there. And to me, it's either going to be Jamar Chase or it's going to be Kyle Pitts, in my personal opinion, especially if you're willing to give up on a big superstar player like Julio Jones. It's just crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. So we'll see what happens, man. We're going to dive into everything here in terms of like who you guys want, who I want the Arizona Cardinals to get, or who my prediction is. And let's be honest here, man. Last year, my prediction wasn't correct at all. I honestly thought that we were going to go wide receiver last year, and we ended up getting Isaiah Simmons, which it's cool, man. I really do like Isaiah Simmons. I wish I saw him play a lot more. Not his fault. I blame it more on the coaching staff more than anything, not seeing Isaiah Simmons on there. But I digress. Let's dive into it here. Let's go ahead and read to the comments and let's see what everybody is saying. We have Mark Jackson up in the house saying, trade up for Surtain, generational cornerback. Okay. Well, here's the thing. with Surtain. And I really do think he's probably top cornerback, if not number 2 cornerback, just really depending on who you're asking. I do think he's going to be the first cornerback off the board, 110%. So if you did want to get a Patrick Surtain, we would have to trade up. Like that's definitely obvious. But I think in my personal opinion, it's kind of the same thing where people are saying like, oh, maybe trade up for, Kyle Pitts because, you want to get a big-bodied individual, big-body playmaker to go up the middle for Kyler Murray. But it's kind of the same thing in saying, trade up for Patrick Surtain where, yes, quarterback is a big need, but I also do want to get some more picks. And I don't feel like giving a first round next year will solidify any team that's going to allow us to go to the top 10 without them wanting to get our second as well. So we'll see though, man. I mean, we see definitely some crazier things. We definitely seen a lot crazier things in the draft, but yeah, man, we'll see exactly what happens in this coming draft here. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. And another thing that we also got to keep in mind too, that cornerbacks never, well, I won't say never, but a lot of the times, more times than not, when cornerbacks get drafted very high in the draft, they don't do very good in their first year. It happens every single time. Nothing to do with the cornerback. It's just adapting to the level of the NFL level to the collegiate level to the NFL level. It's a big thing. So that's just kind of where we are in that whole scenario. But yes, I do like Patrick Surtain, I really do. But me thinking more realistically, honestly, here's my prediction. This is my prediction right here. Yes, I want tackle, or not tackle. Yes, I want guard. Yes, I want cornerback. And yes, I want wide receiver. Those are my top 3 things that I'm looking into doing here. I really do think, like, this is my prediction here. I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to go either cornerback or they're going to go wide receiver. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are saying, why wide receiver? Are you crazy? What are you talking about? Like, something is telling me that this Arizona Cardinals are going to either go cornerback or go wide receiver. I don't know what it is. I can't shake the feeling of anything else but that. Now, obviously, if we were to go ahead and choose, if you're going to ask me if I had to choose a position, I obviously would go cornerback in my personal opinion, but a lot of times I'm not 100% correct, and we know that since last year in terms of who I thought the Arizona Cardinals were going to get. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I would love the Arizona Cardinals to either get cornerback or wide receiver. Now, there's a lot of people reaching out. Do you like Devontae Smith? Do you like Jalen Waddle? Jamar Chase? Yeah, absolutely. I definitely do like Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase ain't going to be there. I really do think he's going to be the first wide receiver off the board, and either going to the Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Burrow, or he's going to be going to the Atlanta Falcons, in my personal opinion. Now, like I said, I've been wrong before. So don't quote me on that, but that's just kind of my personal. I can't shake the feeling off that the Arizona Cardinals are either going to go cornerback, which I would be happy with, or wide receiver. Now, somebody's going to ask me, I know this, people are going to ask me in the comments, why would you go wide receiver? Why would you go wide receiver if, we address the need in free agency? We ended up getting, AJ Green, but also keep in mind, guys, AJ Green's getting up there in age. He's not that same explosive player as before, and he's on a 1-year deal. So what happens next year with AJ Green? Either does not sign back with us or decides to retire moving forward. Or what happens if he gets hurt? What happens then? And people are going to rebuttal and say, well, we have Keyshawn Johnson. People are going to say, we have Andy Isabella. I know, I've heard it. But I really strongly do believe that this league, this right here is a prove it. You have a few chances in this league. You have a few chances in this league to show your worth to a team. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but I feel like Keyshawn Johnson and Andy Isabella. Now, I'm not one to be like, I agree with this, but this is just a trend that I've been seeing. I don't think Andy Isabella or Keyshawn Johnson will get a fair chance again, in my personal opinion. That's just kind of where I am right now. I don't think they're going to get a fair chance because I do think that either in the first or second round, we're going to get a wide receiver. Maybe Terrence Marshall falls. Maybe Rashad Bateman. Maybe somebody else, a big talented wide receiver, drops. Why not? Why not definitely do something like that? So that's in my mind right now. I can't shake the feeling. I don't know what it is. Can't shake the feeling, but for some reason, my prediction in this draft for the 16th overall, I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to go cornerback or they're going to go wide receiver. Now, if you're going to ask me what wide receiver, what cornerback. Now, Quarterback, I'm going to say Caleb Farley. Now, the biggest reason for that is because Caleb Farley's draft stock, it took a real big hit when the whole news came out with his back surgery. Now, I know that he went on a few interviews there. He was like, that's not a big deal. We're good. We're good to go. So, 16th overall, I think it's either going to be Caleb Farley. If it's not Caleb Farley, then J.C. Horn. If not Caleb Farley, in terms of wide receiver, the only other wide receiver I can see like that falls out to 16 would be maybe Devontae Smith. In my personal opinion, I think that Jalen Waddle might go to the New York Giants or to a team before us. I think Devontae Smith might be the only wide receiver that people want to get in the first round in the top 20 that will be available. He might be the person that will be dropping, in my personal opinion. Now it's up to you guys. Do you want to get Devontae Smith? Is that something that you would like to do? If not, you can definitely express your opinion on the comments here below, but that's kind of where I feel like this Arizona Cardinal team's going to do. Something is telling me, I don't know, I have this gut instinct that we're either going to go cornerback or we're going to go wide receiver. Now, I know we can actually address we can actually address linebacker. If they did want to get a Xavier Collins, I would rather them trade back and try to recruit more picks and get the Xavier Collins if that's what you really want. Micah Parsons definitely might be a player to get around the 16th spot. Some people say he might go top 10. Some people might say that he's going to fall to the 16th spot. Just really depends on how the cookies crumble. That really is. It really just depends on how the cookie crumbles and how the first 15 or any people who trade up in the draft decide on who they feel is valuable for their team moving forward. So I know a few people on here. I said if Micah Parsons is there, I would get him. And that's fair. That's 100% fair. So let's take a look into the comments and let's see what you guys have to say. If you guys haven't quite yet already, do me one big favor, smash the like button. Let's see if we can get this video over to 30 likes. Currently, right now, we have 81 viewers and 19 people. I'm sorry, wow, opposite. 81 viewers and 19 likes. Smash that like button. And let's take it to the comments and see what you guys are saying. Mark Jackson says, we need a running back before wide receiver. I agree with that statement, but I don't think that we would get a running back over a wide receiver. In terms of a top 3 wide receiver, now I've been wrong before, so I mean don't quote me, but I feel like if Steve Keim had a decision to either get Najee Harris or Devontae Smith, and let's say all corners are off the field. Let's say all of them. Let's say Caleb Farley's gone. Let's say J.C. Horn's gone. Let's say Patrick Surtain's gone. If it comes down to Najee Harris or Devontae Smith, I do feel like they're going to favor the wide receiver a little bit more over Najee Harris. The reason for that is because we can also go running back later on in the draft if you want to address it in the 2nd round, if you want to address it in the 5th round. Now, I get it. It does become a lot less in terms of like the star running backs that are out there, but that's just kind of something that I foresee happen. But let's keep on taking to the comments here. We have Goal Line Audible saying Javonte Williams in 2nd round is better than Najee Harris at 16, and that's something where I'm kind of talking about as well, where if you do have the option to get Najee Harris and let's say Devontae Smith falls and all the cornerbacks are gone, I see the Arizona Cardinals getting wide receiver. I really do. I really do. Now, in my personal opinion, would I want cornerback over wide receiver, especially if those top 3 guys are there? Yes, I want cornerback over wide receiver in a heartbeat, but it's not my decision. It really isn't. We can try to build out this team to everybody's personal opinions and really how they feel or how we feel this team's going to really come out to be. But it really just depends on Steve Keim and their evaluation board and what they really feel is going to be best for the team moving forward. Let's keep on reading into the comments. We have Stuart in the house. Since what's up with the rumor Cardinals are trying to trade up in the draft? Great question, man. Great question. I honestly think it's just a rumor more than anything. I think that it was a rumor created by the talking heads in NFL. I know the rumors were saying Kyle Pitts. In my personal opinion, I would be absolutely shocked if this happened. Like, absolutely shocked. Now, would I be mad about it? I think I would feel indifferent. The reason why is because a lot of draft picks are going to be going towards moving up in the draft. But I honestly think it's more smoke more than anything. When you look at the Arizona Cardinals picking at 16, if you ask any national media, if you're taking a look at our roster, we can really go any which way. We really could. Our free agency pickups that we ended up getting were pickups for a 2-year window. So we can really benefit of getting anything. We can get a corner, which I honestly really prefer. We can get a wide receiver because of AJ Green only having 1-year deal and he most likely will be gone next year. We can go defensive line. We can go offensive lineman. Either a guard. I think guard more than tackle anything. And also we can go running back. A lot of people like Chase Edmonds. A lot of people like James Conner, but they both have injury history. So why not get a running back, later on or in the second round to really solidify that spot? But it's really hard to justify that when you've seen players like James Robinson being undrafted. The running back from the Jacksonville Jaguars being undrafted, and he had an absolute great season. So it's really hard to justify getting somebody that high unless you know he's going to be a very, very stud of a running back. Somebody kind of like Saquon Barkley, which is unfortunate because he had some injuries. Somebody like Ezekiel Elliott, which obviously he's slowed down, but that's the type of running backs that I feel like they go really high. And I don't know. Maybe Najee Harris will fall to the second. I really doubt it. I think a team that's really targeting him is probably going to be the Steelers. They need to definitely solidify that running back position with James Conner now gone. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's see what everybody else has to say. So we have Stewartson. I do think that they will get Kyler more weapons. So I agree with you there, 100%. I agree with you there. I just think it's going to be whoever falls at 16. So let's say, for example, we do see Devontae Smith. I do think they'll take on the opportunity to get another Heisman winner. I do think so. Let's keep on reading here. We have Lennon Wolf saying, we're not getting Kyle Pitts. We're going to get J.C. Horn. Andrew saying maybe Travis Etienne. Well, I know I made a video about Travis Etienne, this being his dream scenario, which is really cool. I mean, it's really awesome to see, a player in the caliber that, Travis Etienne is. He played for the Clemson Tigers, and he's seen to be probably top 3, top 2 running backs coming into the draft. And if this is his dream scenario, I know a lot of people would be like, wow, that's awesome. That's really cool that people are really going to want to do something like this. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll definitely see what happens. Cornerback is definitely my position of need, 110%. Cornerback is the way I want this draft to go. But we've seen it before, where Kyle, Steve Keim just basically does what he feels is best player available. And if that is a Devontae Smith, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I really wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And I'm actually pretty welcoming to it, honestly. I'm actually pretty welcoming to it if we get some more weapons for Kyler Murray. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. We have Bance. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Thanks for being here. It says ETN would be helpful to create better option. Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. In a perfect world, I feel like it would be awesome if these top running backs would drop to the second round. I feel like that would be absolutely amazing, but I don't know, man. I really don't. Especially Najee Harris or Travis Etienne. I feel like he can really go to the Steelers. I feel like the Steelers are in really big need of getting our running back, and I do feel like that might be where he's going to go. We do got our second super chat of the night. We got Nick L coming up clutch with the $2 super chat. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. It says Greg Newsome for the win. I like this. I do like this as an option. If this is the case and this is what they want to do, what I would really prefer them do is try to trade back, because I do think that we can get Greg Newsome maybe somewhere like 20s or behind. So if we're talking about, Greg Newsome, if we trade back with the Washington football team, if we trade back with the, what is the other team, the Chicago Bears, if a quarterback ends up falling, I can definitely very well see something like this happen where we do end up getting Greg Newsome, but I don't want him at 16, if that makes sense. Nothing to do with him personally. I just think it's too high for him specifically, but that's just kind of where I'm at right there. But I do like Greg Newsome, though. Don't get me wrong. I really do like Greg Newsome. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. 101 viewers up in here. Let's smash that like button, guys. If you haven't yet already, just definitely do me a big favor. Smash that like button. All right, let's keep on reading into the comments here. Got some gold stuff here, man. We got some good stuff coming up here. Let's have some people having some conversations. That's good. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's probably one of the best things is everybody just talking in the chat, man. That's the best part of coming in here live, where you're able to converse with one another. We have, I never know how to say your first name, but Amin, What's the last name? Says we can get Elijah Vera Tucker at 20. Yeah, 100% agree with you, exactly. And I wouldn't be against that if we do get Elijah Vera Tucker. I would be completely down with that if we did decide to trade back. I'm 110% down with that. 110% down with that. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We have is it Embern saying if top wide receivers are gone. So if top wide receivers are gone, Horn, Surtain, Pitts, top 2 tackles, Parsons are gone, then I want to trade down. Okay. So you have some players that you definitely want to look out for. That's completely fair. Gold Line says Elijah Vera Tucker is going to go to LA Chargers or Minnesota before us. I do honestly believe that they are going to go tackle or guard as well. I completely agree that those 2 teams, although you see a lot of mock drafts with them getting wide receiver, I don't see that. I see them more getting a tackle or a guard more than anything because they need to protect Justin Herbert. They need to protect Kirk Cousins. I feel like the Cardinals did pretty decent in terms of building up our own line. Yes, we're not fantastic. Yes, we're not over the top awesome, but we did enough that we're going to be able to solidify, especially getting a player like Rodney Hudson in the middle for our center position. So I'm really super stoked to see how he's going to gel with our offensive line. We got J. Salcedo saying trade back and get Horn or Najee. So here's the thing. I think Najee Harris definitely will be there. In terms of J.C. Horn, I think J.C. Horn's stock has gone just so high up right now that trading back to get him, I don't think that's possible. I really don't think that's possible. John says, your opinions on Kelvin Joseph in the second round. I like it. I 100% like it, yes. I know when we do a lot of mock drafts, John, either Kelvin Joseph is one that really caught my eye, or maybe even Asante Samuel, just really depending on who they feel like their biggest need is, depending. But if they go cornerback in the second, I would only really hope that the first round would be something, along the lines of a wide receiver, a guard, anything like that. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at the Micah Parsons. Because I know I posted a video about Xavier Collins. That thing was mainly put out there because I just heard a lot of rumors. Too much rumors for me to not put a video out. Now, I like Xavier Collins, I really do, but I don't want him at 16. I don't want him at the 16th overall spot. If they really want to get Xavier Collins, trade back and see if we can recoup a third, see if we can recoup a fourth. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's see what everybody else has to say. Andrew Deal says we need cornerback, running back, offensive line, or wide receiver. I'm right there with you, man. 100% right there with you. All right, let's keep on reading onto the comments here. J. Celsius, I did hear rumors that Cards trade up for Pitts. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, so we addressed this a little earlier. In terms of this, I know everybody keeps talking about this is their dream scenario. They legit want to get Kyle Pitts. I get it. I'm right there with you guys. Don't take my not agreeing as a sign of I hate this option. It's not that I hate it. I just feel like it's too rich for the Arizona Cardinals' blood. We have a first rounder, we have a second rounder, and we don't pick again until the fifth round. It's crazy. We don't have a third. We don't have a fourth. I just do not think this Arizona Cardinals team can justify moving that high up to get Kyle Pitts, because I do think that team that's going to want us to go to the top 10 and them drop to the 16 is going to want to take our second rounder. And I cannot justify getting rid of a second rounder when we have so many holes on this team. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Not Morris says, what happened to all the wide receivers we got in 2019? Great question, man. Let's go over them. Hakeem Butler. They didn't like the way he caught balls. They didn't think that he had a good, skill set in terms of getting him. When we ended up getting cut. I know he was playing, I believe it was with the Eagles. They tried to convert him to tight end. Didn't work out. His career is over. Keyshawn Johnson, I still have a lot of hope in Keyshawn Johnson. I really do. And I know there's a lot of people that are so backing Keyshawn Johnson, but I'm a big, firm believer of you only have certain chances, certain amount of years to show your worth within this team or in the NFL in general. I know it's not fair. I get it. But the NFL is a what have you done for me lately type of year. And I just don't think Keyshawn Johnson has shown enough to really justify not getting a top wide receiver if somebody's going to be available at 16. And then there's Andy Isabella. which I know I kind of gave him a lot of flack, especially because, we drafted him over DK Metcalf, and that's kind of something that's always going to be over our heads in terms of like why this happened. Well, we kind of get why. I mean, obviously, Cliff Kingsbury felt like that was the route that they wanted to take. He's going to fit better on their scheme, blah, 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 and why he didn't use him, I don't know. But that's kind of where we're left right there. Those are the top three. Those are the 3 wide receivers that we ended up getting in the draft, and none of them seem to really work for the offense or with Kyler Murray. Well, however you want to go ahead and justify in saying that. Stewie Dewey, what's going on, my guys? Saying, let's go. We need to trade back and get a running back. And that's something I definitely wouldn't hate either. If running back is the position that they really want to fit, trade back. Trade back. Yeah, that's cool. Recoup some more team. Trade back. For sure. We have Alex, the Cardinal fan, saying Jamar Chase would be better for Arizona plus better for Arizona than Pitts. Plus, Pitts would probably go before Chase. Okay, that's fair. That's absolutely fair, man. Honestly, it all comes down to like what teams really favor, or really justify what's going to happen in this coming draft, man. I'm absolutely super stoked about this year's draft. I really am, because we can go any which way, man. Like, I'm literally going into this draft and being like, dang, we have so many different holes that we can fill in because we are a team that is built for a 2-year plan, a 2-year window. We can go any which way. We really could, and I really wouldn't be mad. Well, I guess I would be mad if we got a kicker. Then we would have to be talking at that point. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Mark Jackson says, I don't think Parsons falls to us. That's fair. I do think he's going to go within the top 10 personally as well, but we've seen crazier things happen, man. A lot of people didn't think that Isaiah Simmons will fall to us at 8, but I guess it is different, though. It is different. 8 is a lot different than 16. 100% agree with you there. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We still have Jordan P. Jordan. Oh my jeez, you guys are still talking about Kyle Pitts. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Jay Salcido says, I feel like Niners will get Pitts. Imagine that. I doubt it. I really do. I think the Niners, there's no way in heck to me that the Niners will go all the way from the 12th spot to the 3rd pick to not get a quarterback. I think they have to get a quarterback. Like, it's absolutely necessary for them to get a quarterback. And if they do get Pitts, that would be an absolute shocker to the NFL world and everybody. And I don't even know how any of the 49er fans can justify that. I mean, yeah, that would be cool with the weapon, but a lot of Niner fans wrote off Jimmy G already. And I called this 2 years ago. Jimmy G is not the guy. And I've said this before, and I've gotten so much flack from a lot of 49er fans. They're like, you're crazy. He took him to the Super Bowl. But I'm like, well, watch what happens after. And the injury just kind of piled on. It's nothing to do with Jimmy G himself. It's just injury, man. Just injury. Keep on reading onto the comments here. It's a lot, man. You guys are coming up clutch. You guys are flooding the chat. Let's go. All right, let's keep on reading onto the comments. It's your boy saying Michael Parsons falling to us is better chance than Surtain falling to us. That's 100% correct. Yeah, that's 100% correct. Surtain, I do think he's going to go in the top 10. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do think he's going to go in the top 10 for sure. Not Mario says, can we stop talking about Fitzgerald? We're not getting him. That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, maybe it might be your guys' fault for humoring the fact that you guys are still talking about it, but I don't know. We're not going to get him. I honestly don't think we're going to get him either, and I don't know why people are still arguing about it. Just keep on reading to the comments. Jimmy G's a good backup, not a starter. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. And like I said, I'm not trying to be like, hey, Jimmy G sucks. That's not what my intention was. I just never thought that Jimmy G was the guy that's going to be very consistent for them. Yes, he got him to the Super Bowl. Congratulations on a fantastic run. But anything after that, man, is just constantly hurt, and it's just unfortunate. For him as a player, not for the 49ers. Obviously, it's good for us, but him as a player. Landon coming up clutch says, nothing is guaranteed to happen except Lawrence at 1. Yeah, true. I agree. I think Lawrence is definitely a bona fide number 1 pick. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I agree there too. Jordan, oh my goodness. Well, honestly, with this whole Jimmy G is a GOAT that missed throws in the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness, with you guys and Jordan. Kyle Pitts. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. And Kenny says if Jordan Pitts, yes, exactly. If that's the case, if Jordan, yes, I agree with you, 100%, Kenny. If we do get Kyle Pitts, I would love to get the reaction of my guy Jordan P. Love to get the reaction of him. Honestly, that would be good, man. Because it's not that I don't want him. It's just I don't think he's good. It's gonna work, if that makes sense. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. It's your boy says, I say we are sleepers to get Julio. Steve Keim can finesse the cap so we can have Hop, AJ, and Julio if we do that. I mean, if that's the case, honestly, get rid of Kirk. Try to see if you can get some capital for Kirk. If that's really like your plan, and that's exactly what you're trying to do, get rid of Christian Kirk. There's no reason to have him on there if that's what you're going to do. Now, I don't see it happening, but who knows, man? Honestly, I think anything's on the table when it comes to Steve Keim. This is going to be the year where I can see Steve Keim making a lot of like crazy moves because of the matter of like, hey, this might be my job this year, so we definitely need to go ahead and take that into consideration as well. All right, let's go ahead and get RC Chambers here with a clutch $5 donation. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. It says, please open up the phone lines. Need some guidance, and I can help up. Well, what's the guidance? We've talked to him already. There's no guidance in here. There's absolutely no guidance in talking to Jordan P. We already know this. I feel like it's partially your guys' fault for going back and forth with him. We know this. He knows that we can't get him. What he's saying is his dream scenario. You guys can't change his mind on his dream scenario. That's his dream scenario. You can't change his mind. He's going to keep going back and forth. You want it to stop answering him on the chat. That's what you got to do. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. And let's keep on reading onto the comments and let's see what people have to say. Kenny Wilson says, I think Kirk needs to go. Well, here's the thing, man. Honestly, if indeed Steve Keim is going to make some moves, he's got to predict on what he needs to do. If Julio Jones is a player that he needs to get or wants to get, I really do think it's beneficial to get rid of Christian Kirk because there's no point of having him on the team. But I honestly don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Jordan P saying exactly. Well, yeah, that's the thing, man. We're going back and forth and trying to change somebody's opinion. He's telling you guys that it's just this dream scenario. I think it's kind of partially you guys for going back and forth with the guy. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Landon said nothing wrong with wanting a player. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it. Let him have his dream scenario. This is what he wants. That's cool. Let him have it. He's not wrong in terms of having his own opinion. Now, whether we think the people on the outside is not going to happen, then we think it's not going to happen. Now, how amazing would it be if it did happen and we can get Jordan P up in here to give us a reaction? And that's something that I definitely want to see. Andrew Deal says trade Kyler for Trent. Bruh, no, I'm not even gonna humor that, man. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Landon says everyone's dream pick should be Pitts or one of the top cornerbacks. Agree. Can't disagree with you there, my guy. Sul. I honestly think the only player that would fall to us that we need are Smith or Horn. I would take them in a heartbeat. Perfect. Oh, there you go. Great comment from Sul. And I agree with you there, man. I think if any of the top wide receivers drop to the Arizona Cardinals, it's going to be Devontae Smith. I know a lot of people like Jalen Waddle. I understand it. But for some reason, I have this inkling that he's going to go before. And I do think Devontae Smith might be the guy that falls. So we really need to make a big decision here. What if Devontae Smith does fall to the Arizona Cardinals and we have J.C. Horn? You're going to give me my opinion. You're going to ask my opinion. I'm going to pick J.C. Horn. Just because I feel like we need to have that established a little bit more than wide receiver. And then we can address wide receiver in the second. If that's what they want to do. Now, obviously, if it's Devontae Smith and all the corners are gone. And we're dealing with the scenario that we're dealing with now. Devontae Smith would be my pickup. Getting more weapons for Kyler only helps him out, or I wouldn't be mad at as far as getting a guard as well. I have noticed here that my ticker is absolutely incorrect. I gotta change this to 2 days away from the draft. So let me go ahead and do that right now while I change that up. Let's go ahead and keep flooding that chat right now, and let's move this back here. 2 days away from the draft. Yeah, 2 days away from the draft. That's exactly what we need to say. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We got RC3 Chambers coming up clutch with another $2 donation. Let me give you the quick dab. Saying, did you read my last super chat? I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was about Jordan P, right? Yeah, I read it. There's no point of opening up the phone lines for something that we already talked about. We already talked about it. There's nothing to talk about. It's his dream scenario. Jay Salcido's coming up clutch here. Devontae Smith is a beast and wouldn't mind that. I agree, man. We can go any which way for this Arizona Cardinal team, and I'm absolutely super excited about it. Now, let me ask you this, guys. If it comes down to if J.C. Horn does falls and Jalen Waddle falls, or any of the wide receivers, would you take a wide receiver over J.C. Horn if he ends up falling to the Arizona Cardinals? Put that in the comments below here. Ryan says, will you be like, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, Ryan. Definitely make sure you have your post notification bell on. We are going to have a draft party. We're going to have all these channel members come through, give us their opinions and everything that's currently going on. I'm super stoked. Yes, so we will be going live on the draft. Yes, 100%. If you want to spend time with some Cardinal fans, some diehard Cardinal fans, I definitely recommend coming through. Alex G says, do we take Xavier Collins and cut Jordan Hicks by June 1st to save $6 million in cap space? Great question. That's a very good question. Well, the only thing in terms of the only reason why you would get rid of Jordan Hicks is if you have a situation where you're trying to spend money on a player. I do like the idea of Xavier Collins because that's really who they want. I don't want him to get him at 16. I really don't want him to get at 16. I would rather them trade back and get Xavier Collins later and see if we can recoup a third or fourth. But I don't mind him as a player. I know eventually Jordan Hicks is going to go away. Tate says if either falls, you take him. Let's see here. So Ben says for a successful season, we need a cornerback, number one talent. I agree with you, man. Definitely agree with you. Jay Salcido saying Horn is a must pick up. He shut down all of the elite wideouts. I know. And I'm pretty sure he had some struggles himself though, but I really do have firm beliefs that J.C. Horn's going to be really good. I mean, he probably might not be the best when it comes down to the first year because cornerbacks it's very hard for cornerbacks to be very, very good in the first year. Patrick Peterson struggled as well. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. It's your boy saying Kyler Murray's rookie lasts until 2023. Yep, and then we can decide after that if he gets the 5th-year option. I am Bear saying Collins over Newsome at 16. Wow, okay, so we got I am Bear saying at 16 he's completely fine with taking Collins. Okay. All right. Well, here's the thing. I don't mind Collins. In my personal opinion, I would rather honestly trade back to get Collins because I know we could probably maybe get him in the 20th, maybe 21st pick if that's really what they wanted, but we'll see. Jordan P says also Horn didn't shut down Smith. Smith cooked him. Let's see here. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. 99 people up in here, man. Who's stoked about this NFL draft coming out? Come on, man. Talk to me in the comments below, man. Who is stoked about this NFL draft coming through, man? I am absolutely beside myself to really think that this Arizona Cardinals is going to be on the clock, man, in less than 48 hours because we are going to be picking 16th overall, and I'm absolutely super excited to see what Steve Keim and this front office is going to do. Byron Murphy might be a great DB. Let's keep on reading here. Humble Rumble says we must trade for Waddle. That's first. That's first. Actually, somebody saying we need to trade for him. Okay. All right. Let's keep on reading here. I'm stoked. Yeah, I'm stoked that we're at the same time. Honestly, I feel like the most time that I have been absolutely the time that I've been the most stressed in my life was the draft that we were first overall. I kid you not. That draft was so darn stressful being first overall. Now, whether you want to say right now that you fully believe that Kyler Murray was the pick, or you were on this other side where we're saying Rosen was going to be the guy, and staying with Rosen, wherever you fell on that swing, man, that was probably one of the most stressful drafts I've ever been through. Honestly, I don't want to ever go first overall again. I don't want to go first overall again because it's too darn stressful to have that pick. Austin says, we drafting tonight? Probably not, man. Probably not. We're just talking some drafting and just basically coming up with scenarios, who you really want, who you don't want, stuff like that. The moments of the mock drafts are over at this point. We've done a lot of mock drafts. I think they're pretty much exclusive just to channel members, though, so you might not be able to go back. But we've done a lot of mock drafts, probably upwards of like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. So we definitely did a lot. Andrew Deal says Rosen should get another chance. That's what I'm saying, though. In terms of like, this league is a brutal league. If you do not make anything happen within the first 2 years, you're not going to get another chance, man. And that's what I really feel like with Andy Isabella, and that's what I feel like with Keyshawn Johnson. Although people are really happy, people are really like super excited about them and really want them to get the opportunity to kind of go from there. But if you really look at realistically, it's really unfortunate, but their time might have been up already. It's unfortunate because during the 2019 draft, we drafted 3 wide receivers. Hakeem Butler, gone. He ended up going to the Eagles. They tried to make him a tight end. Didn't work. Gone. Andy Isabella, we were super excited. He's fast. He's speedy. He can take the top off the defense. Don't really see him very much. He had one game that he showed up a lot, and that was the Lions game of last year, which honestly I was really excited that he was getting an opportunity, but consistency just fell off. Keyshawn Johnson is one that a route runner he came out to be, and he was really good in some games, but just disappeared and not very consistent in terms of you really have faith in Keyshawn Johnson to be that number 2 wide receiver when AJ Green is gone. Because if they really felt like Keyshawn Johnson was going to be number 2, they wouldn't have got AJ Green. I promise you that. I promise you that. So I think that they might have given up on Keyshawn Johnson. I really do. Now, if it comes down to, like, let's say AJ Green gets hurt and we don't have any other depth to fill back, then obviously Keyshawn Johnson or Andy Isabella will get the opportunity to come back up and get another opportunity. But these opportunities don't come very often in the NFL, and it's brutal. It's a brutal business, but it's a what have you done for me lately type of business. And if you don't show up the times that your name is called, it's not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good at all. So it's really unfortunate. So let's keep on reading onto the comments here. It's your boy again said we take the best player available. Yeah, but who's that best player available? Who do you want the Arizona Cardinals to do? You already know who I want, man. Honestly, cornerback is exactly my mindset right now. I want to get cornerback. That's my number one thing right now. Cornerback. But I wouldn't be mad at a wide receiver. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad if a Devontae Smith falls to us and we can get a dynamite player. Now, if that happens, what happens to Christian Kirk? I don't know, man. There's just so many things that's going to basically get up and rolling. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. James Smith says, are you going to watch the... Yes, I will be watching the draft, and I'm going to be hosting a live party. A live watch party with all you guys. I have my TV on this side here. I'm going to move my TV here in the middle so I'm able to see the draft. We'll kind of talking to you guys. I'll have channel members up in here. We'll be able to talk everything, picks. We can make fun of picks. We can say if people reach, all that different stuff, guys. So I'm really excited about it. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Red Sea coming up here, clutch, trying to shut. There you go, man. Lay the hammer down, Red Sea. Lay the hammer. All right, let's see. We got Penguin Prod saying hot take. The Giants trade up for quarterback and ship off Danny Dimes. I think that J.C. Horn falls and we snag him at 16. Wow, that is a big hot take, my guy. That's a big hot take. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alex G saying huge difference between... Sorry, that went away real quick. So huge difference between picking Kamdichi at 29 and people knew about his off-field problems and sometimes how lazy he was. Yeah, Kamdichi, man. That was a pick that I think a lot of players knew... Or, sorry, not players. A lot of GMs knew not to pick him. And, of course, what did Steve Keim do? Came up here and took a risk. I mean, granted, we were picking like super late in the draft, so it was more of a big risk hopefully reward for us, and it just didn't turn out our favor, man. That guy was gaining weight left and right, and he just didn't do very good at all in the NFL, at all. It was unfortunate. Alex G saying Cowboys or Giants take Horn. Dang, man, you're stabbing me in the heart, Alex G. But you might be right, man. You might be right. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. You guys coming up clutch with these good comments, man. Austin Childers saying that's why we trade down for a third. Yeah, I'm not against trading down, man. I'm really not against trading down, especially if all the players that we want are gone. Yeah. Jordan P says that was Arian's pickup. That was Arian's pick. Kime didn't pick him. Well, we don't really 100% know. I mean, we can say and speculate as much as we possibly can, but we don't really 100% know that was. I mean, if you're a GM and that's your job, like if I was the GM, yes, I would really heavily ask my opinion on the coach because they're the ones coaching the players. I would heavily do it, but at the end of the day, it should be his decision. And if he should have done his due diligence, or both of them should have done the due diligence, it's a miss, man. It's an absolute bust for this Arizona Cardinal team, getting him at 29. Alex Cheesy, yeah, exactly. So yeah, so it's still kind of picking him. He's a GM, exactly. Somebody's gonna have to be the blame, right? We can't say, well, yeah, it's his fault. He's the one who picked him. But at the bottom line, under the tenure of Steve Keim, he allowed this to happen. That's the problem. And then you're also known as a person who doesn't pick first rounders very well. So it doesn't show that you're a really good GM. He's had this job as long as he has. It's because he's buddy with Michael Bidwill. Let's be honest here. We're not going to sit here and say that Steve Keim is the best drafter that we ever seen, because it's not true. It's not true at all, man. It really isn't. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. How about drafting Penei Sewell? That's not gonna happen. That's like Jordan P saying we're gonna draft. It's like him saying we're gonna draft Kyle Pitts. So we have A saying NBA or NFL. I prefer football more than basketball in my personal opinion. That's why if you haven't tell by my memorabilia in the back, I have a lot more Cardinals thing more than anything. But I do love basketball. I do love my son, so I watch it all. Andrew saying Horn could be the future Patrick Peterson. Hopefully, man. For fingers crossed. I am Bear coming up clutch here saying Kyler said in his interview today, if you don't want to work and go for Super Bowl, I don't even want you on the team. That's fair, man. That's absolutely fair. That's the kind of stuff that I want to see. I didn't even know he was on an interview. That's cool, man. And that's why something that, there's so many different fans that see stuff that I don't see. And I'm glad you actually brought that to my attention, guys. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Alex G saying Christian Barmore at 16. I do like him. I really do. I just feel like we have more depth. I don't think we will get him just because we have Licky Fotu, and then we also have Rashad Lawrence from LSU. Now, we just picked him up last year. I think they'll get maybe a more fair opportunity this year now that Corey Peters isn't here. I think they're going to get a fairer opportunity coming through. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We do got another super chat coming up here from Red C coming up clutch saying he was on Good Morning Football today. Awesome. Didn't know that. I don't watch Good Morning Football. That's probably why I don't know. I stopped watching that a long time ago. But thank you guys. Appreciate you. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Seth Carpenter coming close. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a bit. Hey, Mike. I think we just got Xavier What? I think we just got Xavier Collins. What are your thoughts on his performances? I think you're asking, like, what are we, I like him. I don't mind him at all. I just don't want him at 16. Like, I really don't want him at 16. I'm sorry, yeah, and Kenny Wilson says, what about Zach Allen? Yeah, wait, I'm sorry, my bad, yeah, and we have Zach Allen, so yes, I do like Christian Barmore, I really do like him a lot, but I still think we have enough young talent to justify that spot this coming year. Now, the reason why I'm saying, if you're asking me like, well, why did you say we're giving up on wide receivers and we're not giving up on these guys? Well, these guys were just drafted last year. Those wide receivers in the 2019 were drafted 2 years ago. Big difference from 1 year to the next. I've seen careers end in a year. I've seen careers end in 2 years because A, they're not getting a lot of playing time, which is not really their fault, but at the end of the day, it's their job to make sure they show out, if that makes sense. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Rai, the native, what's up, man? How you doing? That's what we thought about DeAndre, but look what happened. A lot of questions, man. There's a lot of questions coming up in here, man. This is absolutely amazing, man. Let me know if you're excited about the draft. Smash the like button. If you haven't already smashed the like button, 104 people up in here right now, 60 likes. That's absolutely bonkers. Do me one big favor, guys. If you could do me a favor, smash the like button. If you're watching me like this, turn it over, smash the like button, and go back. Appreciate you. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. AJ saying Julio isn't worth trading as a number 2 wide receiver. Sheesh. Julio's getting up there in age too. I know a lot of people love the name. A lot of people are like, yeah, let's go Julio Jones. And I think ideally, if you want to create a super team, you'll do that. But Julio Jones has had a lot of injuries late in his career. It's unfortunate, but yeah, he has. Let's keep on reading into the comments. You guys are coming up clutch. We got AZ Sports for life. Love the picture, man. Let's see what my guy has to say here. I'm pretty sure Cowboys take Surtain, and we might take Najee Harris because of Steve Keim. I'm not saying he's not good, but we just don't need him. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I wouldn't put that past Steve Keim as well, man. I completely agree with you. Amin saying AJ Green is going to be terrible, so I wouldn't mind if we go wide receiver in the second round. Okay. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Now, keep in mind, guys, if you guys do want to get your comment pinned, there is a super chat option that you do have to kind of have your comment pinned. Keep in mind, there's only one of me, and there's 96 of you at this very moment right now. So definitely consider doing that if you want to get your comment pinned. If you're just having a conversation, people, that's cool. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's keep on reading. Arizona Cardinals, K1 saying, okay, what about trading for Gilmore? So here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up, my guy. The whole Gilmore trade thing, I'm not high on it anymore. I'm not feeling it anymore. If we were to get Gilmore last year on like a late round pick, I'm down with it. But obviously, the Patriots want more than what people were offering. That's why there was no deal for Gilmore, because there was absolutely no reason for them to keep Gilmore. There really wasn't. And they ended up keeping him because I'm assuming that they were asking for too darn much. That's kind of where we are in that whole situation. CB saying a lot of fans are going berserk on K1 being invested in video games, but I can't blame him. Perhaps he's making taking a page out of Reddit. I agree, man. I agree. We actually had a whole stream about it. If you haven't seen it already yet, I definitely highly encourage. We have people of all different opinions. And like I said, man, I make these videos because obviously people want a platform to voice their opinions, and that's what this AZ Sports Fan on YouTube is. Whether I don't agree, whether I do agree, I'm going to make a video if the topic is hot because I really want to hear what people have to say. Legit, I watch the Cardinals all the time. I think about the Cardinals all the time, and if I can make a video about it and really talk to our Cardinal fans out there, especially on this awesome fan base that we have here, or the community that we have here, it makes it just that much better. Red Sea coming up clutch here saying you should do a call-in stream tomorrow. Definitely considering it, man. Definitely considering it. Appreciate you, man. Let me give you the quick dab, man. Thank you so very much for doing that. Do got another super chat here from Albert. Appreciate you, man. Let me give you the quick dab. Saying, is Kyle... Well, that was a weak one. My bad. Let me give you... There you go. That's the better dab. Saying, is Kyle Pitts the move? And do you remember me? I do remember you, man. It's been an absolute long time. You're the one who super chatted a lot of money at one point. Yes. How did I forget you, my guy? Yeah, I know you. So let me address this because I remember you did that solid for me a long time ago. He's asking, is Kyle Pitts the move, and do we? So I don't think it's the move. I really don't. I actually do think in my heart it's not the move. I know that these talking heads, your Good Morning Football, all these shows that you watch on TV, their job is to basically make everything enticing for people to watch. And I think that they came up with this dream scenario because obviously the Arizona Cardinals are going for the gold. We have a 2-year window. This is exactly what we're going for right now. And why not bring a Kyle Pitts? But it's just too rich. We have way too many needs for this Arizona Cardinal team to basically throw everything out and be like, we're going to go Kyle Pitts overall. So I don't think it's the move personally. I would be absolutely shocked if it was. I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, I would be happy about Kyle Pitts. I'm just not excited about it because I honestly don't think it's a real life scenario, if that makes sense. So I don't think it's the move. Great question, though, man. Great question. So it's your boy saying, I just saw the post on Twitter about Julio for 2 firsts. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I cannot justify giving up 2 firsts for Julio Jones. Nothing to do with, well, I guess it is. I mean, I love Julio Jones. I really do think that he's a great wide receiver. It's just when he can stay healthy. And it hasn't happened in quite some time. I feel like he's always hurt. So, I don't know. Jordan P coming up again. Says, Dan, I forgot, is it Orville Noski said the Cardinals should get Pitts and why? But hey, look, take a rookie corner that was suck and have the same offense as last year if AJ goes down. Sheesh. Let's keep on reading to the comments here. Julio will go to KC. Oh my jeez, imagine that, imagine that, man. That would suck so hard, man. If Julio Jones, if he goes to Kansas City, that would suck so hard, man. Too bad. Yeah, he's wrong all the time. That's funny. I would like Julio Jones to go to Green Bay. I really would. I want Aaron Rodgers to get another Super Bowl by the time he retires because he doesn't have very much time left. Somebody coming up, Clutch, you're saying fire Cliff. That's awesome. Ernesto, what's up, my guys? Sorry for being late. What did you guys talk about? We talked everything about draft, man. We talked everything about the draft. And we're still going, man. We're still going. Different scenarios, who you want, who I think is going to happen, who I want, who you want, just kind of back and forth. James saying I have to go. All right, no worries, man. Have a great rest of your day, man. Thank you so much for being here. John Redcorn saying Julio going to the Jets. That right there is the equivalent of Le'Veon Bell going to the Jets. If he wants to ruin his career, you definitely want to do that. Right, saying no, Julio needs to go to the AFC. That's funny. Yeah, get him out of the NFC, man. I don't even want him in the NFC West, honestly. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We got Albert saying we need Julio. Is it Yaya? Is that right? Yaya A, I believe it's pronounced. Let's go. He says, Cardinals should draft Caleb Farley. An injury heals just like every injury out there. Caleb is a cornerback number 1 in my opinion. He was before he got injured. 100% agree with you, man. 100% agree with you. Here we go. Coming up clutch again with Albert. Again with the $1.99 donation. I told you I remember you, my guy. Let me give you the quick dab for doing that. Appreciate you. Said, what are your thoughts on Larry Fitzgerald? I think Larry Fitzgerald done, man. I really do. I think Larry Fitzgerald is done. I know there's a lot of rumors saying like he's waiting for the draft and see like how we're coming out with, but I don't see him coming back, man. I really don't. We don't have a lot of cap. Last year we paid him $11 million. I don't know if he's gonna want to accept anything less. Now I was always on the boat, especially before free agency, saying if Larry wants to come back, I am cool with giving him $4 million. $5 million is kind of pushing it, but that's what I'll be willing to give to him, and I just don't think he would want to take it, if that makes sense. So I do think he's done. I just think he's gonna tell us on his own time. Great question though, man. Great question. All right, keep on reading into the comments here. That makes no sense. All right, we're gonna avoid any of those tagging when people are tagging each other. We're not gonna read those. CB saying, bummer, a bit of denial here, but we can't blame him if he calls it a career. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I completely 100% agree with you. We can't blame him at all. We really can't, man. He's done a lot for this organization. That would probably be one of the saddest live streams. If we are going to do a live stream for that, too, if that does happen. But we'll see, man. That's tough, man. That's definitely going to be hard to let go. 100%. Bananas, Epic Gaming, what's up, my guy? How you doing? What are the chances of us trading with the Ravens and getting 2 first round? If that happens, cornerback and then shocker wide receiver. Ooh, imagine that, trading back with the Ravens and getting 2 first rounders. Like, granted, they'll be late rounders, but still, I mean, that would be cool. But I don't know. The only way I can see this is if. So I can see this happen. Well, actually, now thinking about it, probably not. What I was trying to say was, if the Ravens do want to like move up, I feel like they would want to get a number 1 wide receiver. I think it's very important for them to get a number 1 wide receiver, and they feel the same way as well. That would really be the only way I can see them trading up, especially if there's one that's an absolute dynamite get right now. A lot of people are saying maybe Kadarius Toney. Some people might say Rashad Bateman. If he's there at 16 and they really feel like he can be the number 1, I can see that. But they might not give up 2 first rounders. They might give up a second, or maybe even a third, which I'm kind of cool with at the same time, as long as they give us a little bit more, especially dropping back that far back. But we'll see, man. I am embarrassed this Thursday is about to be crazy, 100%, man. We have 102 people in here right now. Imagine what Thursday night's going to be like, man. This is going to be a flooded chat on Thursday. Let me tell you that right now, man. A flooded chat. And I love the everybody going back and forth. Yeah, keep it going, man. Honestly, this chat is for you guys to talk to each other and you guys' opinions and everything like that, man. Keep it going. Flood the chat. We have Alex G saying Rashad Bateman is highly underrated. I could definitely agree with that. I can definitely agree. Definitely do me a big favor if you guys are just getting here. Smash the like button. We're at 72 right now. Let's see if we can get to 80 likes. Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't already. Miles Johnson said 27 and 31 is good value for 16, but we have to give up the second. See. Okay, let's talk about that. So let's say, for example, they did want to trade up. So let's say that. So let's say they give us the 27th and the 31st and they want our 16. But I feel like they have to give us more. Like, that's a big drop for the Arizona Cardinals. Like, 2 first rounders, I guess, wouldn't be too bad. Maybe something for next year. I don't know, man. That's so tough to kind of really think about, like, what can happen. But we'll see. AZ Sports for Live saying, I'm honestly concerned about Farley. We're in a win now mode, and it's not a move. If Najee Harris is there, we take him over Farley and cut James Conner. Just the courageous predict. That's hilarious. Well, James Conner, I honestly, that's hilarious, actually. James Conner is going to be here, man. If he gets hurt again, then I can honestly say maybe that's end for his career. Like, his career is pretty much done at that point, at least in terms of the NFL. His biggest thing is he needs to get through his injuries, man. That's the biggest thing. Just got to get through his injuries. Coming up, Albert again with another $1.99 donation. My guy, let me give you the quick dab again. How do you feel about our offensive line and defensive line? So offensive line, I'm happy with. I like the moves that we made. So if you really think about it right now, left tackle, we're gonna have DJ Humphries. I just hope he stays healthy. I really do. So DJ Humphries at left. We got Justin Pugh, which I know it's kind of questionable about him. A lot of people wanted to trade him for like more cap space, but he did us a solid and basically got a pay cut. So he's going to be left guard. The center position is going to be Rodney Hudson, which is absolutely dynamite, man. Super stoked about that. Right guard, I think it's going to be Brian Winters. I heard a lot of speculations that Josh Jones might become guard. I don't know. I do think it's going to be Brian Winters more than anything, which is the guy that we just picked up. And then right tackle is going to be Kelvin Beachum. So I'm happy. I like it. I think we definitely did a good amount of stuff to our offensive line, especially the right tackle and the center position. And then we maintained Kelvin Beachum. So I like that. Now, our defensive line, we have a lot of people coming back, man. We have a lot of people coming back from injury. Jordan Phillips is coming back. We don't have Corey Peters, so he's going to be gone. But we have Licky Fotu, rookie last year. Rashad Lawrence, rookie last year. Hopefully they make a big jump coming through. And then we have Zach Allen. And then obviously we have our Chandler Jones, our Dennis Gardick, and stuff like that. So I'm happy with it, man. I'm really happy with what we get. Now, obviously, if we get a Christian Barmore, if we get another defensive lineman, I wouldn't be mad because any young talent really helps out. Not even gonna lie to you. Alex G says, yep, J.R. Sweezy is a free agent. Yep, he's no longer with the Cardinals. Yep, agreed. Jordan P said, right side of the line is average. We can definitely get better in this spot. That's fair. That's fair. I know Kelvin Beachum did pretty decent, though, man. Kelvin Beachum did pretty decent when he was there. Brian Winters, don't really know too much about the guy, but, I mean, obviously, if they picked him, hopefully they see some sort of light with him at the right guard position. But we'll see. CB says Phillips underperforming after the... Yeah, I agree, man. And that's one thing that I was really worried about. Because one thing that once we signed him, I spoke to a lot of like Bills fans. And a lot of people were like, hey, man, you know, Jordan Phillips can have a really good year. He can be very good. But what it seems like is happening is Jordan Phillips is reverting back to the moments of, I got paid. I'm hurt. I don't need to do 100%, which is unfortunate. I never like to talk bad about players, especially with their contracts and stuff like that. Like, you deserve the contract. That's cool. It just sucks being a Cardinals fan and being like, he was our top signing. Him and Devon Kennard were our top signings a few years back, and they just never really solidified very well. Let's keep on reading here. AZ Sports for Life says, but who knows? James Conner can pop off. And yeah, maybe, man. You never know. He can definitely have a very good year as well. So Kenyon Drake had an awesome good 8 games towards the last of the, not last year obviously, but the year prior. So who knows, man. I do think James Conner is a harder runner. Like, I feel like he shoots the gaps more, and he's basically gonna like bulldoze you or try to bulldoze you more. So I do like that in terms of having James Conner. But James Conner's hurt a lot, man, and that's one thing that really worries me. Cruz saying the Cardinals should select a player like J.C. Horn or Caleb Farley or Travis Etienne. Okay. I don't hate the cornerback options. I really don't. I like J.C. Horn and I also like Caleb Farley as well. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Do you like to watch every Arizona sports game? I definitely try my best to watch as much as I possibly can. And I know the Diamondbacks are currently on it right now. And I probably will watch the rest of it once we're done with the stream. Andrew saying Travis Etienne might be a bust. I don't know, man. It's too early to tell. Albert says, I say James Conner will make the Pro Bowl. Okay, as long as he stays healthy, we have a better... I like our offensive line. I think we actually did pretty decent. We did a good amount of stuff. We have Visionary Beat saying first round Kyle Pitts, second round Javonte Williams or Asante Samuels. So, let me ask you a question there, Visionary Beats, because obviously Jordan P is absolutely super excited about that. You obviously see him tag you already. So, let me ask you this, my guy. So, first round Kyle Pitts, what do you think we need to do to get Kyle Pitts? Like, where do you think we need to trade up to? Like, what spot you think we need to trade up to get Kyle Pitts? And second round, if we get Asante Samuel, I wouldn't hate it. Or even Javonte Williams, I wouldn't hate it either. I actually would like that. But I'm very curious to figure out in a world where we can get Kyle Pitts and still have a second rounder the same year. Let me know in the comments, my guy. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. 99 people up in here, 77 likes. Let's get this over to 85 likes, y'all. Smash the like button if you haven't already, man. Honestly, this draft is going to be absolutely super excited, man. I'm absolutely super excited. If you guys don't know, we are doing a draft party. Make sure that you have your post notification bell on, just so you're when we go live on draft night. Super stoked about it, man. Super stoked. Cruz says I'm super. Yeah, absolutely. Me too, man. Me too. I'm right there with you. This draft is going to be absolutely dynamite. Absolutely dynamite. Andrew Diaz says trade up to the 4th or the 5th. See, and that's the thing, man. I don't think I had my guy Visionary Beats respond back quite yet, but that's the thing. You might need to trade up to the 4th or 5th, and it's crazy to me to think. anybody is like thinks that we can live in a scenario where we can go up that high to get Kyle Pitts and not lose our second rounder this year. Like, I don't think it's possible. I really don't. Let's keep on reading here. Watt asked to be released. What? I am Bear? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, my guy? Are you being serious? Are you like talking to somebody and just kind of like... Is this real? That's not real life. Bro, why would you say like that? I swear, man. I should stop reading these comments. Alright, let's keep on reading here. Martin, here it goes, Martin. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Martin. He says, this is one of the most unpredictable drafts in a long time, in my opinion. I 110% agree with you, man. 110% agree with you. I don't know which way our front office is going to go. I really don't. We have a lot of holes, man. We have a lot of... what's the word I'm trying to say? We filled a lot of needs in free agency. Thank you, front office, for doing that. But it's a 1 or 2 year window. Like, that's the players that we got. What happens for the future? It is mildly concerned, if that makes sense. So, I agree with you, man. It's super unpredictable. And it really just depends on how the dominoes fall. Austin's saying, I can't believe Steve A. Smith says we'll be the worst in our division next year. Honestly, he's dumb. Watt went to Houston asking them for a cut. No facts, boss. Oh, you're saying Houston. I thought you were saying he's asking for a release from the Arizona Cardinals. I was like, what? But yeah. Yeah, he asked for a release from Houston for sure. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Let's keep on seeing what everybody has to say. Azul, what's up, my guy? Says, I think we should take a corner, but if Waddle's still... And that's the thing, man. Let me ask you this, guys. Everybody, and I'm pretty sure 95 people in here did not catch the question when I asked it earlier, like 30 minutes ago. Let me ask you this. If it comes down to getting a wide receiver, a top wide receiver, would you be cool with getting a Devontae Smith? Would you be cool with that? Put it in the comments below. So let's say, for example, all corners are gone. You got Micah Parsons, you got Elijah Vera Tucker, you got a lot of people, but all the corners are gone. Would you go wide receiver at that point? Put it in the comments. Visionary Beats coming up clutch with the answer back. Heck yeah, let's go, man. He says, if not Kyle Pitts, I wouldn't be mad at trading to 6 or 7 spots to grab Patrick Surtain. Okay, gotcha. Well, here's the thing, man. I see a lot of people coming up here and saying let's trade up, but man, imagine the amount of picks that we gotta do, man, to trade up, man. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Wide receiver 1, 2, 3. Morrow, what's up, dude? He says Devontae Smith all day. I agree, man. I agree. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We can always develop a cornerback in the second. Yeah, you're right, man. There's going to be a lot of good cornerbacks available. I know Santi Samuel probably will be there. Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes. Joseph would probably be there as well. Yeah, man, there's some good talent in the cornerback position too. So even if we don't go get that route, even if we don't get the route of going cornerback in the first, man, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at getting a wide receiver. I really wouldn't. Right says too much to lose if we trade up. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm saying, and people are just not getting it, man. People aren't getting it. It's too much, man. It's too rich for our Arizona Cardinals, man. Look at our draft picks: first round, second round, and then after that, it's fifth round. Like it's too much. Now, obviously, we all would love the fact of trading up. Everybody wants the idea of getting Patrick Surtain. I get it. A lot of people like the idea of getting Kyle Pitts. I get it. It's just too much, man. It's just too much. Edward Ramirez coming up clutch, giving me a notification saying Diamondbacks up 2-0. Let's go, D-backs. No way, man. That's cool. Heck yeah. On the Padres, too. Let's go. Antoine says, yes, if all cornerbacks are gone, we go wide receiver. Love it, love it. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. I like Waddle the most. I think he'll make an impact out the gate. That's fair. So here's my thing, man. So if it comes down to, so you're saying, so if it came down to Devontae Smith or Waddle, you would go Waddle, right? That's what you're saying? Cool. I respect that. I respect that. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. 87 likes. 88 viewers up in here. Smash that like button if you haven't yet already. We do got another super chat in the house. Red Sea coming up clutch with another super chat. My goodness, man. You've been giving that. You've been giving a lot, man. Let me give you that quick dab. Appreciate you, my guy. He says, corners are going to fly off the board between our first and second round picks. There are going to be hardly any left that are worth at the second round at 49. We'll see how it falls, man. We'll definitely see how it falls. I still think Asante Samuel could be there at 49. I really do. But it's so unpredictable to really tell like what's gonna happen. Cornerbacks, obviously, the ideal role is if we do go wide receiver or anything besides cornerback, we want to get cornerback in the second round. I definitely see the concern. We might as well get one now in the first. But I just think if we live in a scenario where all three cornerbacks are gone, the top three cornerbacks, the only other options is to trade back and maybe get a Greg Newsome, trading back and maybe get another cornerback that you can very well say is a late first round pick, or you get a position player and try to help out Kyler Murray and give him some more weapons. Or you go Elijah Vera Tucker and get a guard. Any which way, man. Any which way. Mark Jackson saying, go Yotes tomorrow. Let's go, man. Let's go. Albert coming up clutch saying, Phoenix Suns are winning the finals this year. Man, I hope so, man. If you haven't came to my watch parties for the Phoenix Suns, man, I highly encourage it. We're definitely trying to get a lot more people to come through, especially when playoffs hit. I'm super stoked about the Suns playing the way that they're playing, man. It's your boy saying the wide receiver talent drops off majorly after Tooney and Elijah Moore. I know a lot of people have been asking me about Elijah Moore. I hate comparing people to like players that we have right now, but I see Elijah Moore like a Christian Kirk. Like there's a lot of hype and there's a lot of like I would love for him to work in this offense, but I think when it comes down to the matter of it is if we do get a wide receiver, I would rather him be a big-bodied wide receiver more than anything, or a bona fide playmaker. And it's just I don't know, like with Elijah Moore, like it's cool, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Keith Jr., what's up, my guy? Says, I don't think our defense is one piece away, so I take the best available player or offensive line. That's fair, man. That's fair. That's fair. Let me know in the comments below, guys. How many 91 viewers in here right now are going to come through during the draft night? Let me know in the comments below here, man. Let me know in the comments below, man. Who's going to come through draft night, man? Because I'm absolutely super stoked. We're going to have channel members up in here. We're going to be reacting to picks, people who are teams that are basically reaching for players. We're going to see who the 49ers pick, and I'm so happy. I hope they get Mac Jones. I really do. Jordan Peace's problem with Elijah Moore is he's a slot and Kirk is there. Yeah, agree. 100% agree, man. So it's kind of in that situation where, like, yeah, if you want Elijah Moore, but, like, we have Kirk already. So it's like, unless we get rid of Kirk, there's really no point. I would rather get a big-bodied wide receiver. You know what would be a really awesome scenario? Like, let's say, for example, hear me out on this. If we do get cornerback, let's say, for example, everybody's really scared that, you know, about Caleb Farley. I would get Caleb Farley at number 1. And number 2, man, if you want to go wide receiver, look no further than Terrence Marshall, man. Terrence Marshall would be beast, man. That guy would be great in our offense, man. And especially if, you know, AJ Green doesn't work out, that would be amazing right there. Let me know what you guys think of that. So I'm living in this dream scenario right now. If Caleb Farley falls to us, I say get him. He looks good. He says he's healthy. He's good to go. In the second round, we go wide receiver, Terrence Marshall. Yeah, I like it. I think that would be super dream scenario for this Arizona Cardinal team to do. If not Terrace Marshall, if he's not there, then maybe getting another defensive lineman or an edge or something like that would basically make an impact for this Arizona Cardinal team. But that would be good, man. That would be ideal for me. Like, I would be leaving this draft being like, we got two dynamite players. Two dynamite players. Caleb Farley in the first, and in the second we're getting Terrace Marshall. Sheesh. There you go. Wrap it up. We don't even need to do streaming of the third day of the draft, man. That's my draft. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. We got Banana said Marshall will go to Green Bay or Ravens. Who knows, man? Who really knows what's gonna happen with it? Green Bay picked up Jordan Love on the first round at one point. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Oh, so we do got another super chat here coming in from Carter69. Man, it's been an absolute while since I've seen you, man. Let me give you the quick dab saying, yeah, I don't know about Kyler for Deshaun Watson. Yeah, no, that's not happening anymore. That's not happening anymore. Yeah, Deshaun, remember that whole stream that we did? I want to hear people's opinions. Some people were down with it. Yeah, that's not happening anymore. Not happening anymore, man. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. I love hearing rumors that Love is being traded. Yeah, that's true. I did hear rumors about that too, man. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens there. 95 viewers in here, man. Have you guys all smashed that like button? We do got another super chat coming up clutch here. $2 donation from it says Go Chiefs, like and subscribe. Can't wait for the draft. I appreciate you, man. Let me go ahead and give you the quick dab. Appreciate you for the $2 donation, my guy. Let's keep on reading into the comments. There's a lot of comments, man. I'm just trying to filter all these comments out there, man. There's a lot of people coming up here. So Jordan P talking to I Am Bear. We're just gonna allow that to go. Mike needs more likes. Smash the like button. Oh, Mark Jackson coming up clutch here, man. Thank you so very much, my guy. Mike needs more. That's funny. Yeah, let's get this to 90 likes. Let's do that. Keith saying Eric Bieniemy, we need him. Honestly, I'm honestly very surprised, man. I'm very, very surprised that we didn't get an offensive coordinator. I'm sorry. I'm super surprised we didn't get an offensive coordinator, like 100%. Let's keep on reading into the comments here. Man, you guys are coming up mad clutch. We got Banana Epic Gaming. I would trade down, take Caleb or Samuels at 1, Rondo Moore at 2, 3, Jordan 4, best edge rusher 5, take Jackson, defensive from Iowa. Keith saying, I feel like we're gonna look back into the future and say we're gonna miss Pat P. Hey, man, I mean, it's all business, man. It really is. It's really sad to see, Patrick Peterson go, especially because he was drafted here and he was one of the very first, not very first, but like one of the very few first rounders that made a huge impact on our team. So it was really sad to see him go. But it's business, man. Obviously, if you look at his, if you look at what he got from the Vikings. Man, the Vikings were going to give him like $10 million. We weren't going to do it. So, yeah, it sucks, but we couldn't justify it. Do got another super chat coming up here, clutch by our guy Nick L with a $2 donation. Let me give you the quick dab. Saying Javonte Williams at 16. He may not be there at 49. Wow, Javonte, I personally wouldn't go Javonte Williams at 16. If we do want him, I say trade back, get some more picks, and then pick him up. He might not be there at 49, definitely possibility, but I wouldn't get him at 16. That's way too rich for my blood, but I'm just a big advocate of not getting running backs that high, in my personal opinion. But we'll see what they do, man. Let's keep on reading through the comments here. I'm trying to get some good comments here, man. Go ahead and put some awesome comments on here, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and take it to the comments here and keep on reading, man. You guys are coming up fire with all these comments, man. I appreciate you guys. 92 people in here, 91. That's the ratio we like to see right there, man. That's the ratio we like to see. 92 viewers and 91 likes. All right, let's keep on reading here. Oh man, geez, all these comments are coming up fast, man. Okay, let's see here. This dude said trade Hopkins. Somebody said trade Hopkins. Yeah. There you go, 93 likes. Let's go, let's go. All right, let's keep on reading here. Mark Jackson says, love our Arizona sports fan. Thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you, Mike, for doing the stream. No, thank you for being here, man. Thank you so much for being a mod, man, because it's hard work to do what you guys do. It really is, man. Got to scrub through the people here and make sure that everybody does, follow accordingly to like the rules and stuff like that on the chat, man. So it's just gonna come down to, man. It's gonna come down who's gonna be available for our Cardinals. That's it. That's it. Lennon says, love your channel, man. Keep grinding, keep rolling, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. That absolutely does mean the world. Appreciate that. AZ Cards, Noah, dude. Hey, man. It's been a while since you've been ducking me, my guy. I need you on the stream. I need you on the stream right now. Can we get you on? AZ Cards, Noah, 11. Can I get you on the stream? All you need to do is get a link, man. I'll send you a link and I can get you on. I want your opinion. Hashtag Noah. Can I get you on here, my guy? I've been trying to get you on here since like 2 years since I've had this channel up. You keep ducking me, my guy. Can we get you on here? Sheesh, look at over here, Jeff McClure. I'm slacking, but put on 7 pounds of muscle. Nice, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my guy. Heck yeah. No, where are you at, man? Come through. Come through, man. I want to talk to you. I've been trying to get my guy over here. If you don't know who AZ Cards Noah 11, he has his own YouTube channel as well. Puts his Cardinal content out as well. I've been trying to get on here for quite some time. Let me get you on here, Noah. You down or not? Hashtag Noah wants Pitts. Nobody wants Pitts. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Jordan. I know a lot of people do, but the dream scenario you're living in, man, it's like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory right now, man. It's not going to happen. Let me know, Noah. Talk to me, man. Let me know if you want to get on. Right, Red Sea, man. Red Sea knows. Red Sea's been here for quite some time. He knows. He knows we've been trying to get Noah on here for a bit. Hashtag don't do RC3. Yes, definitely don't do that. For sure. Thanks, RC3. Come on, Noah. Don't leave us now, man. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where's Noah? You can do it, Noah. Come on now. Is he? I don't think he's scared. Okay. So this is it happens, man. He just stops answering. It happens all the time, man. Story of my life. He just hates me, I guess. I don't know what it is. All right, man. So let's go ahead and do this here real quick. If you guys don't know yet, the schedule for the Arizona Cardinals is coming up. And I believe it's May the 12th, which is pretty amazing. So definitely watch out for a video about that. We probably won't go live, but we'll definitely do a reaction video about the schedule coming out for the 2021 season. So absolutely super excited about the whole scenario and what's going to happen for our Arizona Cardinals moving forward. 2 days away from the draft, man. 2 days away from the draft. Couldn't be any more excited about what's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen? Come through, everybody. If you don't have your post notification bell on already, please do so, just so we are aware when you guys, when we drop the next video and when we go live and all that different stuff, guys. So because Noah's ignoring us again, we're gonna go ahead and just end the stream here. I appreciate everybody for being here. We talked everything draft today. And I'm just really excited about it, man. If you guys haven't smashed the like button yet, let's see if we can get this to 100 likes before we go ahead and end this stream. And that's exactly how we're going to go ahead and end this. Let's take a look here. We have get him on the stream. I've been trying to get him on the stream for quite some time, man. I think he just hates me. I think that's just what it is. Cool, man. So 2 days away from the draft, man. Absolutely super stoked about this, guys. Thank you so very much for being here. Have a great rest of your night, guys. And that is all I got. Fist bumps on the chat below. Smash the like button. Do all that stuff you need to do. And have a great rest of your day.